Okay, so we are going to discuss together lesson 4.3, which is writing functions, right? In this lesson, the first part, how we are going to write a function. Then please open your workbook page 29, your workbook page 29, and then we will check together how we are going to form the function. So we have a table already, right? Did all of you open his workbook? Did you open your workbook?
Yes.
Okay, then this is question number 1. So we have a table, and in this table, he gives us the information, which is this is x, and this is what, and this is y. And he wrote the numbers. So we have -4, and we have -1, and then -3, and 0, -2, and 1. And then I have, what's the next number? -1 and 2. The first part, he said, the question, determine a relationship determine a relationship between determine the relationship between the x and y values. When he said this sentence, okay, determine a relationship between x and y, then he's looking for what, grade 9? He's looking for what?
The x -4, -3, -2, -1.
No,
Like
he's
this.
looking, look at the question again. He said what? Determine a relationship between the x and y values, write an equation. So he said here also, he said write an equation, right? Write an equation. Then directly you have to remember what is the general form. It should be y equal mx
mx plus
plus
b.
p. Yes. And you have to remember also that m donated for what? M donated
Slope.
for the slope, and b donated for,
Y-intercept.
and b donated for y
Intercept.
intercept. So we are going to answer this question by 2 different ways. So I said for the first, once you have the question, and he said at the beginning, determine a relationship between x and y values and write an equation. Then he's looking for what? He's looking for the equation. So what is the equation? It will be y equal mx plus b. Okay, then we are going to select any two order pair from the table. Like what? Like, I'm going to select any two order pair. Could you please tell me any two order pair, grade 9? It would be what?
-4 and -1.
Yes, -4 and -1. And what is the next order pair?
-3,
-3,
0.
0.
Okay, -3 and 0. Thank you. Then we are going to calculate the slope. How we are going to calculate the slope? It will be y2 minus y1, which means
Y1,
0 minus -1, which means it
-1.
will be 0 plus 1, because negative divided, sorry, minus -1. 0 minus -1, it will be 0 plus 1. And the second, it will be -3 minus -4, which means it will be negative 3 plus 4. So by the end, we have the slope equal how many? We have the slope equal 1. Then m now equal 1. Till this point, anyone lost or anyone have a question?
No.
Okay, so we calculated already the slope. So we will back to the main equation and we will replace the value of m by 1. So it will be 1x plus b. But most of time we will not write 1m because we are in grade 9. So it's impossible to write 1m. We are going to cancel 1 and already we know that the slope in this case it should be equal 1. Now we will nominate any order pair. So we have negative 3. Let me nominate negative 3 and 0, right? And then we will start to replace. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. So I have 0 equals x. We will replace x by how many, grade 9? By negative 3
Negative 3.
plus b. Then b equal, I will transfer negative 3 to the opposite side. So I have b equal 3. Then the equation by the end, it will be y equal x plus 3. Right? So this is for the first part in our lesson, how we are going to form the equation. So we have two different types of questions. Question 1, we have a table, so we nominated already to order pair, and then we followed these steps to calculate the equation. Second one, he gave us the relations in order pairs. So do we have another way or it's the same way? For question number 2, we are going to use the same way because we have different order pairs, but instead of putting them in a table, he put them in a set of order to represent the relation. Then from these order pairs, we will nominate 2, and then we will calculate the equation by the same way, y equal mx plus b, and then find the slope and then the y-intercept. The second part in our lesson, we will find that identify the independent and the dependent variables in each situation. As I told you before, the word independent means what? The word independent, and we have the word dependent. Is there anyone can tell me the difference between those two words? Huh. Is there anyone can tell me the difference between them? I have independent and I have dependent. What is the difference between them? Or is there any other word it will give us the same meaning? Okay, let me help you. For the independent variable or the independent value, it looks like input. Okay, and the dependent variable, it looks like what? Output. Okay, then what else? The input, it's like what? It's like the value of what? The value of x. And the output, it will be the value of y. Okay, so this is as the beginning. If we want to say that for any function, we will input and then we will move to the function at the middle. And this one, it will help us to find the output. Okay, then for the function, we have an input and then the function, which is the rule which we are going to work with, and then the output. Let me give you an example. For input, if I'm going to drop 5 and the function were 2x minus 3, and I'm looking for the output. Is there anyone can help me to find the answer for this one? Huh. Is there anyone can help me? So the input was 5 and the function was 2x minus 3, and I'm looking for the output, it will be how many? We are going to replace the value of
x by
by
5.
5, right? Then it will be 2
Multiply
times,
5
yes,
times
2
5
times 5, very good,
minus 3.
minus 3. Thank you. So what is the output? It will be, so this is 10 minus 3. It will be equal how many? It will be equal 7, right? Then the input was 5. The function was 2x minus 3. And then we received the output equal 7. But in this case, in a word problem, we want to know what is the independent and what the dependent. And we said independent, this is the input. This is the basic for the function, which it will, the results or the output, it depends on this independent. When we will back to read first or question number 3, ice cream sales increases when the temperature rises. Okay, which one represent the independent and which one represent the dependent? Huh. Ice cream sales increases when the temperature rises. So which one now? It will be the independent. It will be the temperature. Because once the temperature increase 2 marks, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees, then the number of sales ice cream will be increased. So if the temperatures decrease, so the sales, it will be, the sales, it will be what, grade 9?
Increase.
Decrease, right?
Decrease.
So the relation here we are looking for, he said the situation, ice cream sales increase when the temperature rises. Let me ask you a question. If you don't know the temperature, you will know the number of ice creams which you are going to sell. In this question, we have two main parts, which is what? Which is what? First
The
is temperature, right? And the ice cream sales. Ice cream sales, this is the sales here in this one. It will be by what? السيلز it should be by ايه؟ مش dollar أو money, right? Money. السيلز, you will gain money. Once you will sell
Yes.
ice cream, you will gain money.
Yes.
So that the function, the independent should be the temperature. The independent, it should be the temperature, because once the temperature increases, so I'm going to sell more, right? Right? Then it will be the independent, the temperature, and the dependent, it will be sales or the amount of money which you are going to gain it once you will sell the ice cream. Let me move to the next question. Food for the catered party costs $12.75 per person. Per person. What is the independent and what is the dependent? Question number 4, grade 9.
The independent.
Independent is what?
The food.
He said per person, right? The food for the catered party costs $12.75 per person. يبقى الindependent, you have to know how many persons you are going to attend this party, right? right?
Yes.
So the independent, it will be the number of person, and the dependent, it will be what?
The cost.
The cost, yes, the cost of food. Very good. We will move to question number 5. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. Question number 5. Carson charges $7 per hour for yard work. Then, what is the independent in this question? What is the independent? Yes, Debolina, go on. Debo, you are raising your hand, honey. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
the independent is the number of hours worked,
Yes, very good.
and the dependent is the charges for the yard work.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's correct. In this part, he said, what is the independent? So we have to know the number of hours, right? So the number of hours, it will be the independent, because it depends on if you are going to work or to charge for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 3 hours, and so on. So the independent, it will be the number of hours, and the dependent, it will be the total charge or the cost. If I will ask you to form the equation in this question, in question number 5, is there anyone can tell me how we are going to form the equation here? How we are going to form the equation in this question? The equation, it will be what?
Y equal
Yes.
7
Mm-hmm.
7 plus B.
Mm-mm. In this question, did you see he said what? He said Carson charged $7 per hour for yard work. He didn't say any initial value, right? He didn't mention any initial value. For this reason, the answer, it will be equal f of x equal 7x, right? So this is the function. If we are looking for the function, it will be f of x equal 7x. Okay? Could you please think about question number 6 and then raise your hand if you know the answer?
If x equal 2x.
F of x, it will be equal to x. Very good.
2x.
Then let me say it again. For question number 6 in our workbook, page 29, K donates twice when it donates. So which one he should start first, and then K is going to donate twice. So the independent in this question, he should be it donates, then the dependent, it will be K donates. And if you want to find a function, it will be f of x equal to x. Clear? Any questions so far about this?
No, thank you, Miss.
Let us move to the next question. Next question, he said, for question number 7, is there any problem with this part for f of x equal 5x plus 1? Is there any problem with this one for question 7 and 8 and 9? Or you want me to give you an example?
Miss, can you give us an example?
Okay, so we have f of x equal 5x plus 1, right? He said find f of x when x equal 2. Okay, when x equal 2, then he's looking for the value when x equal 2, which means we want to replace the value of x by how many? By 2. So it will be 5 times 2 plus 1. Okay, so the answer, it will be 5 times 2, it will be 10, plus 1 equal how many?
11.
Equal 11. And we are going to use the same way for the rest of the questions. Let's move to the last question in this page. He's looking for the function. If there anyone can tell me the function here, it will be what? It will be what? Read. The registration fee
Number
is
10.
yes. the registration's fee is $15 and the cost for each class attendant is $10. Write a function rule to describe the total cost of the class and find the reasonable domain and the range for the function. He worked for 6 classes, right? Who can tell me the function? How we are going to write the function here in this question? It's in your workbook, page 29, question number 10.
Can I answer?
Yes, please, Johanna. The function it will be?
f of x
Yes.
equal
Mhm.
15 plus 10x.
Excellent. 15 plus 10x. Okay, so this is the function. He's looking for find a reasonable domain and a range for the function. What is the domain in this question? We will back, he said what? The class is being offered once a week for 6 weeks. So the domain, it will be what? Yes, the domain should be 1 or 2 or 3, 4 or 5, and what? And 6. Okay, if this one is the domain, so please tell me the range. How we are going to calculate the range? How we are going to calculate the range? The range.
The range of this one is
It will be 25
the second term.
and then 35, 45, 55, 65, and 75. Okay, then to calculate the function, you can hear me, grade 9?
Yes.
Okay, then to calculate the function, it will be 15 plus 10x. The domain, which this is the input, which we can replace it because he said in 6 weeks, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we will back to the function here and we will replace the value of x one time by 1, second time by 2, by 3, by 4, and so on. Okay, then 15 plus 10 times 1, it will be 25. 15 plus 10 times 2, it will be 35. 15 plus 10 times 3, it will be 45, and so on. So this was lesson 4.3, writing functions, and the question which it were in your workbook. Any other question, grade 9?
No, thank you, miss.
No, thank you, miss.
No other questions in any lesson, in other lesson?
No, but can you
No.
upload the videos or it is on SMS?
This video?
Yes.
Yes, just 5 minutes and you will find it in our SMS, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Best of
miss.
luck to all of you. Today in the class, we were studying graphing functions, and graphing functions, we discuss about the type of function, so we can find, in case if you have absolute value, absolute value function like this absolute value function f of x. Okay, so if you have a function like this inside the absolute value, so it should be letter V. Okay, it should be letter V. But if you have x to the power of 2, so it's U shape, should be a U shape like this. Okay, and we will not connect the points by ruler.
A parabola.
A parabola. And if this one is positive, so the parabola, it will be upward. If it's negative, so the parabola, it will be where, if I'm going to say it's negative x to the power of 2, so the parabola, it will be what? Downward, right? And we discussed also in the class, in case if you have x to the power of 3, for example. This is just for your knowledge, so it will be like this. Okay, if it's cubic, so this is cubic function. This is absolute value function. If you have negative absolute value x, so for sure your answer should be a letter V, but in this case it will be downward also. If it's only x, so it will be a linear function. Okay, this one is passing through 0, and so on. Then your turn just to find the input and the output according to the function. And after that, it depends on the exponent, or it depends on the function. If it's absolute, as I said, it should be a letter V. If it's power 2, it should be letter or shade U. And if it's upward or downward, or a linear or cubic function. Also, I discussed with them a question today about if you have f of x equal, if you have this question, f of x equal 3x plus 1, then f of 2, it will be what? How we can solve this question, grade 9? F of x equal 3x plus 1. Then f of 2, it will be 3 times what? 3 times 2 plus 1. Why? Because we are going to replace the value of x. We are going to replace the value of x by how many? By 2. Right? Then the answer, it will be equal what? The answer equals 7. But I discussed with them this question. F of x equal 5. Then f of 5, it would be equal how many? F of x equal 5. Then f of 5 equal how many?
It will be 5
It will,
times 5.
no, it will be only 5. Why? We said
Why?
f of x means replace the value of x and put the number inside the parentheses, right? If you look at this one, you can see any 5? You can see any 5 here in this question? Sorry, you can see any x?
No.
Well, no. For this reason, this one, it will be a constant value. It will be a constant value. Like what? If I will give you another question, f of x equals 2, then f of 3, it will be equal how many? F of 3, it will be equal how many, grade 9? Huh. We
2.
said f of x equal 2, then f of 3, it will be equal how many?
2.
2. Yes. Why? We don't have any x to replace. Okay. Bonus question for the first one will answer. F of x equal 7. Then f of 4 plus f of negative 4 equal how many? The first one will get a bonus.
I know.
Say the answer. Huh.
7
No.
equals 7.
No. Huh. Who will answer?
0.
Raise your hand. No. Huh. Quickly. It's your turn to get a bonus. F of x equals 7, then f of 4 plus f of negative 4. It will be how many? No one?
F of 0 equals 7.
No. Listen to me. I will say the answer. It will be equal 14. Why? In this question, you can see any x? You can see any x?
No.
No. For this reason, it's a constant value, constant function. Then f of 4, it will be equal how many? 7. And f of negative 4, it will be equal how many? 7. Then 7 plus 7, it will be equal 14. Right? Last chance for your bonus. Yalla, quickly. F of x equal 6. Okay, then 3f of 3 equal how many? Huh. Who can answer? Say quickly.
36.
No.
18.
18. Who said the answer?
Me, Debolina.
Debolina. So Debolina, she deserves a bonus today. How? Listen to me. F of x equal how many? 6. Do you see any x? Do you see any x? Do you see?
No.
No, we don't have.
No.
Then it will be, we will keep 3 the same, and then multiply by f of 3 should be 6, right? So the answer equal how many? So the answer equal 80. So I said once you have a constant functions means that you have a number without x. So we can't replace the value of x. We can't replace the value of x. Then in this part, we have to study f of x equal 3x plus 1. So this is normal. We are going to replace the value of x by the number which he given to us between the parentheses. But f of x equal a fixed number. So this fixed number, we will not replace anything. The function, it will be the same. Even if you will give us with multiplication, with division, with any operation, we are going to use the same. Do you want one more question for the bonus?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
the last one. Okay, f of x equal 21. Okay, then f of 2 divide by f of 3. It will be how many? First one, say the answer quickly.
0.
No?
1.
7.
1. Yes, who said 1?
Debolina.
Debolina. Okay, Debolina today got 2 times bonus. Thank you. Then f of 2, it will be how many? Grade 9. F of 2, it will be how many?
I made it
21.
21. Yes. And f of 3, it will be how many?
21.
21. So the answer, it will be how many? So the answer, it will be
1.
equal 1. Okay, understood grade 9?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is